So you're here to fill our open position for a new astrophysicist?
I am.
Wonderful. Well, I'd like to start with motivations. Why do you want this job?
This job is really the job that I've been working at most of my life. I have my PhD, I've been in the field for almost 10 years now, and every job I've had has been really working towards this goal. So when I saw you guys had an availability, I really wanted to jump at it and try to take my chance.
I can really see that you've been building up to this moment through my review of your application. Well, you should know that there is a lot of working together and doing projects together in this job. Would you rather work by yourself or with others?
You know what? I really enjoy doing both. I feel like I come up with some of my best ideas working with my peers, bouncing ideas off of each other. I think with working with others, you're really driven to perform your best, but also the quiet time, the downtime, working on your own, you really get to define those ideas and kind of make them grow, and if you have any brainstorming, it's really the best time.
Versatility is very much appreciated. We get a lot of people who are very good by themselves, but don't like groups very much. So it's very good to hear that. That's very encouraging. How would your former coworkers describe you?
Well, I would really hope, to be fun to work with. Definitely punctual. I have a thing about being on time. Loyal, trustworthy. I want others to know that they can come to me with their problems, and hopefully I could do the same. Once again, working in a group, you have to establish that trust. So hopefully that's something they would say.
That does sound like something they would say. Why did you leave your last job?
I really enjoyed my last job, but once again, when I saw this position open, this is my dream job, and so it's something I've been working towards. I was comfortable at my old job. I knew the routine, I knew everything I needed to do. I'm ready to be challenged a little bit more, and I feel like this job can do that.
Well, there's challenges abound here, so you won't be lacking in that. What did you like most about your last job?
I guess kind of as I said a minute ago, I like the comfort. I like, every day knowing what I was going to do. I was still driven and I still had plenty to do, but I really want to feel, motivated to do more. And at that point, it wasn't doing that so much for me anymore. And, while I loved it and I love my coworkers, I guess that was the best part of it was, my coworkers and, employers, they made it worth it. So that was why I was there for so long.
That's wonderful to hear. What did you like the least?
Probably the same thing. It's, you need to feel like you always need to do more, and at that point I feel like I reached the top of my game where I was at, and there wasn't much more for me to do. I'd gone as far as I could. And I'm really looking to better myself and make that happen.
Wonderful. That sounds excellent so far. What's your greatest weakness, would you say?
I have a tendency to be a workaholic. I like to get everything done, when it needs to be done, before it needs to be done, and done well. And a lot of times I feel driven to push myself or push my team to get it done and get it done right. So some people might feel a little bit pressured. So I try to work on that and, just ease off every once in a while.
That sounds good. Do you work well under pressure?
I do. You kind of have to in this field. There are constant deadlines and, there's emergencies. You have to be prepared to do things, to do everything under pressure. I feel like some of my best work is done under pressure. It's in the moment, the heat of the moment, you really have to come up with a lot of great ideas to make some, emergency decisions.
Well, that's all the questions that I have for you. Do you have any questions for me?
I do. I have a few. Are there any travel requirements in the job?
Well, the travel requirements are really very minimal. Usually when there is any travel, it's for collaboration with other labs, and we're really not too friendly with our competitors, so that doesn't happen very often. Anything else?
Yes. Is there any additional training or anything I would need to study in addition?
Well, from your experience, it seems that you really wouldn't need to go over any other information. We do have a safety handbook that we would like you to review quite a few times, as many times as you can tolerate. Yes, that's it.
Okay, and I guess how often do you do performance evaluations?
We do have performance evaluations every 6 months. It used to be every year or so, but then we had a small incident with someone mixing up gallons and liters, and from hence on we've been trying to be more careful and making sure that the basics are recovered every so often, so yes.
Well, that sounds great.
Mhm.
I hope I can hear from you soon. Is there any time I can contact you in the future to find out?
Well, we have our usual work hours, but I don't think you'll be waiting very long.
All right, thank you
Thank
so much.
you very much for your time.